Libra, welcome to Soul Sundays. Libra, it's a quick 3-card spread, one for mind, body and soul. So let's get started. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my highest self, I call upon you now to give me a clear and accurate reading for the sign of Libra. Please show me what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Can I please have 3 cards, one for mind, body and soul? There we go ahead. Thank you so much. 1 card for their mindset. So, how are you guys doing after your new moon? You should have felt like a surge of energy coming through for you. For those celebrating birthdays this week, happy bloody birthday. Hope you got spoiled or are getting spoiled. I see travel coming up for a lot of you. Interesting. Cancer had the same message. It's the card of rest. This speaks about mentally giving yourself a break. Okay, so if things have felt hard for you, or if you've been really struggling just to cope with overwhelm, then maybe it's time to give yourself a mental rest. I didn't see this for Cancer, but I'm getting a different image for you guys. For some of you, if you've been struggling mentally for a little while, maybe it's time to start having a chat to your doctor about going on a mental health plan, okay? And doing something about that for you. There's no shame in taking anything that's going to help you get through, okay? So it's about a matter of actually seeking out what's going to help you rest, recover, get the sleep that you need. And that's what the card is really about. The 4 of Angels or the 4 of Swords in traditional tarot speaks about getting that rest, okay? The card that you've drawn for your body message this week is consult a nutritionist. So it's all about healthy vegetables, fruit and vegetables, and getting the right plan for you, okay? I'll come back to that card in a minute. And then finally, you've drawn the card of brilliance for your spiritual soul message for this week. But 4 of Angels, 4 of Swords. It's very womb-like in this image, but literally speaks about needing to take a reprieve from anything that's stressing you out mentally, okay? If you take an honest, true look in your life right now, and you have a look and ask yourself, where does all my stress come from, okay? The majority of things will be from overthinking and things that are completely out of your control, that we all do it, right? But that could be consuming you. And for some of us, that's really hard to manage when we haven't been taught the coping mechanisms and how to do that, okay? When we haven't had someone actually be able to break that down and explain to us that there's many different avenues about how you can close that mental loop that keeps going over and over and over at night. A few things that help or have helped me that I can draw upon to give you some help, Libra, if this is you. Pen to paper, it's really basic. I know a lot of people now, we're so digital and that's great, but they'll write down notes in their phone. They'll be like, Ali, I get it all out in a note in my phone. But it's very different. There's a mental connection about actually writing it down. There's a spiritual one too. But at the very least, if you are finding that you're a little bit foggy or you're just a bit overwhelmed, just write a letter to yourself, to the universe, and just get it all out on paper. It's called a free flow, right? Just let it come out, whatever it is that's in your mindset. You guys know that I'm massive about meditation. I've done a video on it. If you go have a look, there's a video section called Empress Love. Go check that out. There's a great app I use called Insight Timer that's massive. But another big thing that helps from a mental perspective without looking at prescriptions is, besides meditating and getting it out, something I was chatting to with my bestie the other day is simply reading, okay, or something else that takes your mind, distracts your mind, so it gives it a little bit of a reprieve. As I said, I was chatting to one of my best friends, and they were mentioning that just picking up a book and taking the time to read, or focusing on the content of the book, meant that it was like a form of meditation for them, because they were giving their mind something else to focus on, and in essence that was calming them down from overthinking and having that kind of aspect. Big important one for you this week, try and find something, one of those 3 things, or maybe it's a different type of modality to give your mindset a bit of a rest. Consult a nutritionist. This is your sign. If you've been thinking about doing this for a little while, then now's the time to do it. It's really quite interesting, is because it shows like angelic guidance. So maybe you've been thinking that like a past loved one, I don't do a lot of mediumship stuff, even though I have that for myself, but a lot of a past loved one, like a grandmother or a grandfather or someone that was on the other side, has been saying to you, or you've been having dreams about your diet, like how they used to cook you veggies, I'm getting for someone, but like mashed potato and corn or something like that. But for some of you, it's a really important message that you need to start eating right this week, and I think that's going to help with your mental state as well. If you can't see a nutritionist, jump online, try and have a look at some different eating plans. There's heaps of information on the web, on YouTube. There's plenty of videos. A lot of great guys. If anyone's interested in knowing some people that I recommend, chat me in the comments below. But if you can, I think this is the week now to finally actually go see a nutritionist just about what is the right diet for you, for your particular body, for your blood type, for where you are, right? And the card that you've drawn for your spiritual message is Brilliance. I actually really love this card for you. I'm trying to find the book so I can break it down for you. It's great. We're getting all these cards coming up that we don't often get, but this is really speaking about not giving yourself permission to shine, right? It's like you have a fear of success. It's like, can I actually achieve that? Can I do that? Well, yes, you can, Libra. You can do all of those things. If you get these two kind of really earthy, grounded things in check, then you're going to start to shine whether you believe it or not, right? New ideas are going to come through. They're going to want you to actually put a plan into place, like starting something new. It's like positive change, right? And I told you that new moon is bringing it up. Your birthday is bringing it up. It's asking you to step outside of the mainstream and use your creative energy to create something new, okay? Be prepared for a lot of ideas, intuition, that kind of thing to come through this week when it comes to your soul calling, because it's asking you to really shine. These two things are going to help this happen, okay? We tend to overlook these things when we become busy. We put all our other priorities ahead of it until we actually get worn down or burnt out and we have to do these things, which is also a sign from the universe that you need to put those things in play. But it's asking you to really just take a step back, focus on what it is that you really want to create in this world, and then boom, you're going to have like this light bulb moment and you won't be able to switch it off. There you go, Libra. Big things coming for you as we near out the end of this decade. I'm really excited. I hope you have a great week. If you've liked this video, please hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel more than you know, and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.